Hi and welcome back to the Zero Credentials F1 podcast. I'm Adam and I'm here with Nelly and we're going to do our race preview and predictions for the 2025 Belgian Grand Prix. Let's do it. Oh no. What happened then? I pressed the wrong button.
Huh?
That's why it's called Zero Credentials.
Yeah. Just keep that. Don't edit anything. Straight out.
I feel like this should sort of always be a no edit. Just any mistakes get put
just
in
random
there.
blunders just left in.
Yeah.
All day long.
I think it gives the audience a chance to get to know us a bit. The real
Our characters shine through with mistakes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm excited about this weekend, mate. I'm excited. I've been in the sim again.
Oh, shit.
I did a full Max Verstappen and took an engine penalty.
Wow.
So I qualified in P1, but I had to start from the back. And man, it was epic.
You came all the way through.
All the way through to win the race. Yeah, it was a special race. And
what sort of sim settings do you have to have on that? Is it like intermediate? Obviously, you're expert at everything. So
yeah, I mean, I've got it set on like ultra difficulty.
Yeah,
I'm
harder than F1. Harder than the real F1.
Not quite. The thing I'm maxed out with though is I still use the PlayStation controller, which makes throttle control and gear changes virtually impossible.
I bet.
So like I've still got some level of traction control to compensate for the accelerator being.
I was going to say you've
like
got no dexterities on and off.
No, but I've got like there's no like guides or anything like that, so it's good. And the AI is reasonably talented.
I want to imagine you whooping at yourself every time you're passing, and then genuinely congratulating yourself across the checkered line.
Without being too geeky, it's genuinely exciting, and I want a steering wheel. I want a steering wheel and pedals.
Let's see what can be done, mate. Let's see what can be done. Anyway,
I thought we'd start by having a look at the results so far. I want to crack on with the predictions pretty quickly this week.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think from what I've seen so far, they're pretty exciting. But let's have a look at the scores on the doors because there have been some, well, not movement, but some catching up has happened. So the actual standings haven't changed at all, but you and White are right back in it.
Wow, that's seriously close.
You had a big weekend though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That won't happen again. Can assure you of that.
Yeah, but it's hotting up, isn't it? Like just
that's
exactly mirroring the season in reality. This is hotting up.
It's not the full season until the checkered flag at the end of the year. There's plenty of time to change it all around.
Yeah,
I suspect it'll end like that though.
It started like that and it's going to finish like that. The most boring season ever. I think it's exciting and I'm enjoying the predictions. But I did say to you in the text today that I've had a bad few weeks and it's feeling like total guesswork at this point.
You need to turn a corner, mate.
And so this week I've gone with what I thought, and then I've changed it at the last minute to something that I don't really think, just in a hope that that's a better tactic for getting some points. So, like,
it's been as good as anything up to this point, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. No, but I have gone with what I've tried to apply some sort of logic to it, and I've been rubbish. So I've applied
to do that every week.
I know, but this time I've applied that logic and then done something else random. That's
well, I might not be a million miles away from you as well because I ridiculously look at the past 2 or 3 years' races and to try and derive some sort of pattern. But it's literally as good as going to the casino and claiming that I've got a special weight formula for winning. I'm definitely going to win. So I start off with that and I look at the form as you would with the GGs, and then I decide now throw a couple of curveballs in, which hopefully my picks represent.
I'm not afraid to give a little bit of our history away to the viewers. That Nelly and I have history of going to a casino together with one of our other friends. 3 of us used to go quite regularly after a night out because it was the only thing that was open at that time.
That's definitely the smartest thing to do when you're very, very drunk.
And we lost, or I particularly lost hundreds on a fairly regular basis.
You're chasing the dragon, man. You're chasing the dragon. Never chase the loss.
I think that was a lesson in my kind of early 20s, and I've basically never gambled since.
Character building. It's saved you a fortune ever since.
Yeah, that's it. That is the lesson, isn't it? Right, let's get on. Should we go with my predictions first?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to have to bring them up because I've forgotten already. I've gone with, it's a Lando weekend for me. I've been doubting him up to now, and then he's come back strong, hasn't he? I don't see the McLaren being anything other than fast this weekend at a track that is very fast anyway. So, and we're on a sprint weekend as well. So I've gone with Lando for the sprint, Lando for the pole, and Lando for the win. I'm just going all in on Lando.
Stay consistent like it.
Yeah, I've been doubting him up to now, and I'm going to go with him this weekend. I'd like to see the McLaren dominance get ebbed away a little bit more, but I've gone with Oscar for second place.
Purely for the championship, it's good to keep them close.
Part of my heart then thinks that Lewis Hamilton's going to be third. Part of me thinks that Ferrari could be higher up than that though as well. They've had is there another big improvement or big there should be.
I think there's an upgrade coming.
I think this is their last one, isn't it? Or did that happen
There's normally one post summer break. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Or did it come at Silverstone?
You did get one at Silverstone.
They were better there though, weren't they? So, I still think Ferrari are going to be in the mix somewhere this weekend. They were still good last year, weren't they, for a bit, and then they made some poor decisions. But so Lewis third, Max Verstappen fourth, just because I don't really want to bet against Max. I suspect he may be lower down than that though if the mess around.
I've taken that risk, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, and then George Russell fifth. Again, weather dependent. He could be a lot higher than that, couldn't he, if it's crappy weather?
Well, yeah, I like yours. I like yours.
We have, yeah. That's the. Can we move that along? How do I do it? Let's move it along to that. So that is my prediction.
I like Lewis to podium. I like that. I'd love to see that. I think that would be a good result for the championship. I have differing views, as you might expect, but
yeah, I just think Lewis is. I don't know. I'm obviously a Lewis fanboy, but I think he's coming back. He's starting to build that Ferrari team around him. A bunch of crazy Italians. He's starting to bring in some of his knowledge around the car and how to drive, how to set a car up, and that German efficiency
to make sense to him. The car starting to make sense to him.
I think he's got an 8th championship in him as well. I honestly do.
I'd love to see that.
I honestly do.
Stop teasing me.
Go on. We'll go with you. Let's go with you next then.
Okay, so here comes the science. Because I looked at last year's results, the Mercs did extremely well. They followed on from British Grand Prix, and actually George crossed the checkered line first, but
the checkered line
was the checkered flag. The checkered. Oh fuck yeah!
God damn
it! He won the race on paper to start off with, but then the paper changed because he was underweight. So he was disqualified, and that put Lewis up.
It was unfortunate because George had driven a fantastic race, hadn't he, to get those tyres to the end, and Lewis on much fresher tyres couldn't get past him.
Well, that's what the thing was the problem, because he just degraded another 1.5 kilos off of his tyres, but it was epic to see. I really enjoyed it. But on the basis that I expect Mercedes to do well, obviously I think the 1 lap pace is still in the McLaren, so I've gone Oscar pole and Oscar for the sprint.
Okay.
But for the race, I've got George first.
That's wild. I'd love to see George first. I had
him. Go on.
That Mercedes has it in it though, doesn't it? Just on a random day, it can be absolutely rapid.
I had him hovering on the podium, and then I had a little sneaky peek at the weather forecast, and it's looking pretty. Yeah, it's looking pretty damp on Sunday. So these again, here comes the science. Strap yourself in.
Yeah, it's hilarious that you've now got to look at a weather report to decide like how good is the Mercedes going to be. That's surely not a position they want to be in.
Well, at first I wanted to look to see if it was going to be baking hot, to see if because they don't like it, do they? They don't like the heat, but it's going to be a moderate temperature and looking fairly drizzly across most of Sunday. So I think it'll be a wet dry race. I think it'll go on and off, which might be good. There might be a lot of tyre changes in between coming off from the inters to slicks and maybe back again through the race. So yeah, George first, taking it from Oscar and Lando in that order after that. Then on the same basis, and because I'm desperate because I think the lad needs something, is Kimi Antonelli. I've put him down as fourth.
Interesting.
If the Merc can perform, a bit of weather and a couple of other factors on his side, he seems to be a Banzai as well. He's not scared. He will throw it up Eau Rouge without a second thought. And yes, I'm hoping he does something, and then Lewis. I'd like to see Lewis do better, but it starts to push out my other predictions. I was trying to squeeze Max in somewhere, but he was the one who I had to drop out.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It's getting to the point now where you've got 6 or 7 drivers with genuine chances of winning, the correct amount of skill to win multiple races. It is making these predictions really, really hard, isn't it? Yeah. More interesting, I suppose.
Well, Antonelli has to be my wild card because another sort of...
No, I like it.
From 5 to 10, he can't afford another, 8+. He can't afford that.
No,
so
and I think
I'm hoping he's doing well.
With the rumours still circulating of Max going to Mercedes, there's just no way they can choose Kimi over George at the moment, is there?
No.
That would be absolute madness. Absolute madness.
Equally, just as Max could have his pick of the field, I'm sure George wouldn't struggle to get a seat.
Yeah, you'd hope so. I'm sure there's a Red Bull seat there for him if he needs it as well.
Yeah, quite right.
So George 4th and 5th?
5th was Lewis.
Oh, Lewis. Yeah,
no, Kimi 4th. Lewis was 5th.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
George is first, baby, all day long.
Right.
He's
okay.
Exercising the demons of last year.
Yeah, I like that. It's an interesting antidote to what I've put as well, isn't it? It's really quite different. Is it different at every spot? No, Oscar. We've got Oscar
the same.
That's going to be the point, isn't it? That as historical weeks have shown, that's the only thing we're going to get right. We'll get a point each.
Bite each other off.
We've got Whites. We've got Whites on the text as well, and he's going to go for Oscar in the sprint. Charles on pole.
Major.
So he thinks that Ferrari have a 1 lap pace in them.
Yeah.
I mean, Charles is definitely capable, isn't he? And then for the race, he's gone Oscar. Yeah, Lando. He's obviously going for the McLaren pace as well. Max in 3rd. I can't see Max getting on the podium, if I'm honest, unless Max.
He's going to have to have a mega weekend, but yeah, if Max does a Max, that's the caveat to everything.
And then George in 4th, and Charles Leclerc, who's had a bit of a nightmare race at this point. He's down in 5th position.
Yeah. He's had a rotter. Do you think Ferrari is that hashtag Ferrari strategy kicking in for?
It could well be. And again, Whites has got Lewis absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's it. Charles will have a 10-second lead after the first 6 laps, and then Ferrari will call them in and stack them behind Lewis for a double pit stop for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, he's not the biggest Lewis Hamilton fan, but he's proper gone after Charles Leclerc there, hasn't he? What possibly gone wrong with it?
He wants him to taste success, but then crash and burn pretty severely.
That was pretty funny.
That's cruel. It'd be a very entertaining race if it went that way.
Yes, it would. It would. We're in that point of the season though where it's just so exciting. I love this race.
Yeah.
Is there still talk of them getting rid of Spa?
I don't think they can. I think the feeling that you get, even on a 2-dimensional camera, of speed of the cars going up Eau Rouge, through Radion and onto the Kemmel Straight, where you always get some decent overtaking. They seem to have nailed the DRS pretty sweetly there. That makes the entire race. There will be overtaking there, and there will be aggro, and it's a brilliant race to watch. There will always be fun. I mean, one of the most exciting things I've ever watched in Formula One was Red Bull doing an overtake on Eau Rouge.
That was Mark Webber, wasn't it?
Mark Webber, yeah.
Was it Webber and Alonso?
I think so, yeah.
It was definitely Mark Webber, wasn't it?
That shouldn't happen.
David
Coulthard?
David Coulthard?
No.
It was definitely Mark Webber.
It was definitely Mark Webber did it. I mean, that is planetary sized kahunas, that, isn't it? I mean, you're already giving it the full beans, but actually to do full beans off the line and overtake someone on the way, wow. That's really exciting.
It's really similar to Silverstone as well, is that there's a lot of the track where there can be wheel-to-wheel battles. There isn't quite as many overtaking spots, I don't think, but it's a proper driver's track where good driving can make a very big difference. And
it's a driver's track up to a point, because I was refamiliarizing myself with the names of the turns on the circuit, because I'm a proper geek. And turn 12, I didn't realise was called, and you don't hear this on TV much, it's called Piff Paff.
Really?
yeah, absolutely. Turn 12, Piff Paff. I think it's literally a turn, in, out. But yes, that's a uniquely Belgian name for a corner.
It's so beautiful as well, isn't it? Is it the Ardennes in the mountains? It just looks fantastic.
Stunning.
That does bring rain though, quite a lot. And if you're saying there's going to be rain, I haven't checked the weather, but I worry about that these days, because if it's too heavy, they're not going out, are they? Especially on that track.
And was it there for ages? Yeah, go on.
Was it there the other year when we didn't really even get a race?
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it?
I mean, so far it's literally showing drizzle, and it's consistent throughout sort of 10 o'clock to sort of 6. But there's a consistent risk, but it sort of peaks at 30 to 40%. So it would be short, sharp things, and part of that is drizzle as well, which indicates slow moving stuff. So I don't think there'll be anything to risk.
Patchy rain is good, isn't it? We want patchy light rain.
Patchy jeopardy.
Enough to force them off slicks.
Yeah.
That's what we want, but not a load of standing water causing a shit ton of spray. It's also sprint weekend, isn't it? So we've got that to look forward to on Saturday. I like the sprint weekends.
I do.
Qualifying on a Friday, and then practice and qualifying on a Friday, the race, and then another qualifying session on Saturday, race on Sunday. Love it. What's not to love?
I think it's great for especially the spectators who choose to actually physically go there, camping out in the Ardennes like they are often in these areas, to get a little bit more premium grade A action out of the weekend. No, fair enough. It adds more value for this pundit, and that's fine.
Are there any other stories or things of interest that grabs your attention? Do you know what I'm not that bothered about is Christian Horner and Mecky's taking over. I don't really care about the Red Bull leadership, to be honest. It's not really interesting me in the slightest. I don't think it's going to have a big impact on the race either, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Other than a self-inflated sense of leadership that they think they'll bring to the team, I've struggled to ever see almost any team principal who you think you make a difference. You know, you lift the game. Actually, no, you've got the best driver that you can afford at that point in time. Yeah. Or your car works or doesn't in that surroundings. I don't think nobody's going to lift themselves an extra 0.2 because Toto got them excited.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So
I do also,
it's a corporate position.
I also been a little bit irritated by the criticism that Fred Vasseur's been getting, and that's still talk of that bubbling around. But Ferrari, they're improving constantly this season.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't have the best start, but they're second in the championship.
They're doing fine. I think that's why they brought Lewis in as well. Not yes, he could win him a title if they get the combination right of car and driver, but he can teach the team how to be much more nuanced on strategy, on planning, on preparation, and as you say,
that's part of the Fred Vasseur project.
Yeah,
surely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is getting Lewis into that team.
Get the best in and learn from them. I mean, that's arguably what Aston Martin are doing there. They're getting the best in. They're paying for theirs, but actually, you want experience, and that's how you build a team. It's good because Fred has recognised first name terms with the lad, Mr. Vasseur, has recognised probably difficult in a difficult way that. Just because Ferrari's Ferrari doesn't mean they know anything and can't learn everything and can't learn anything new.
No.
It's the sport's evolving faster than that. So to actually swallow your pride a little bit and say, yes, we can learn from other people and other people who've done it more recently, that has to be a very self-aware step. Yeah,
totally. And I think that Christian Horner probably is a ticket that a lot of people want to get their hands on. But surely Lewis Hamilton has veto rights to say, fucking no way, mate.
That will be all over his contract. I guarantee you. Yeah, it'll be in his contract. I never have to speak to Christian Horner for whatever reason, ever. Yeah.
I mean, I think I was watching a bit of Sky Sports F1 the other week, and even they were kind of hinting at that same thing. We have no knowledge of the paddock or anything, but they were hinting at that is the feeling between Lewis and Christian.
I imagine Lewis has got a number of funny clauses in his contract over time. It'd be interesting to have a chat sometime about who's got weird clauses in their contract, because I'd like to think that there's an Alonso clause in Lewis's contract. They've never got on particularly well in terms of, if you sign me, you cannot sign Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
I bet that's in there.
We tried that and we didn't like it.
Yeah, we hated it. he backed me up in a pit stop just for a dafty. I did not enjoy it.
So I'm excited. I think we'll have some good stuff to talk about. Do we do a sprint post race review?
I may struggle because I might be on the beer on Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nellie's on the beer, so you're not going to get that show.
You can feel free to do one on your own.
Just on my own on Saturday.
Yeah, feel free to do one.
I actually also have an admission to make as well, is that I'm not actually going to get to see the race live on Sunday. I've made a boo-boo in my scheduling and have some dad duties that I've got to see to.
Oh, dad duties have to be done now.
So I'm going to have to catch the race a little bit later, and therefore we may not get our post-race review out until Monday or maybe Tuesday even. However, I've been wanting to try it. Would you rather see? When do you want to see the post-race reviews? Maybe a bit in the week to keep your zero credentials spice going. I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know. But dad duties have got a trumpet this time. I'll give you a pass this time, brother.
I want to know if people want compressed zero credentials content, or just should we spread it out over the weeks, just so you get your regular dose of
spread the jam, baby. Spread the jam. Nice and thin.
Yeah, right.
You want us like Marmite, really, really thin, and bitter, and rancid,
but delicious at the same time.
Delicious.
Let's leave it. Let's leave it there.
Nice one.
See you soon.
Bye, everyone.